The importance of good clinical research sites is undeniable. Why is it so hard for sponsors to find good quality sites able to meet enrollment goals? Here's the ugly truth. Less than 10% of clinical sites hired will begin screening subjects within the first week of site activation. More than half of the sites hired will fail to meet their enrollment goal within the first 6 months of activation. 1 out of 3 sites will be terminated for lack of enrollment or proper PI oversight. Highly skilled, tightly managed, elite clinical network is equipped for every challenge.
I'm Dr. Dina Peterson, Principal Investigator with Elite Clinical Network. Beyond subject safety, quality data is my top priority. It begins with a thorough understanding of the protocol. I'm on site every day so that when my judgment is needed, I'm there. It's how the best research is done.
Hi, I'm here with David Wilson, the CEO and founder of Elite Clinical Network. And I wanted to ask you, David, what makes your company so unique and stand out?
Well, unlike an SMO or a smaller clinical site, we have 7 dedicated clinical sites in our network. What makes us different or unlike an SMO or other clinical sites is we have a strong leadership team in place. And what that allows us to do is to focus on other items when it comes to doing the clinical study. So our investigators and coordinators are not burdened with having to do the recruitment items or the actual management of the clinical site. Our commitment to the sponsors and the CROs is we're making a very bold claim. We're telling sponsors and CROs on day 1, we will screen 2 to 3 candidates at minimum.
Okay.
We will also meet or exceed our enrollment goals in under 6 months. And we can do that because we have our databases in place. We have our connections with group practices and multi-practices out there. So what we're doing is we're not waiting for site activation.
Right.
We're not waiting for day 1 before we start doing our marketing recruitment.
Wow, that's amazing. How are you capable of backing up that guarantee?
Well, first off, we already have the metrics to prove and show this to. And it all goes back to having a strong management team and a strong organization within your network. Having a fully dedicated recruitment team with a very large database. And our capability falls back on the ability that we've been doing this for over 10 plus years in the industry. So we are able to hit our numbers and goals and have the metrics to back that up and prove and show that to the industry and to our sponsors and CROs.
Our leadership team has a strong background in the clinical research industry, and we're on site every day to ensure that our compliance practices surpass industry norms. We create and write our own SOPs and source documents. Our network policies require EDC entry and query resolution within 24 hours. Elite's highly advanced recruitment system engages subjects with digital and traditional media outlets. The capability to digitally connect with subjects via the use of newsletters and text messaging services are a few examples of the many methods used by Elite Clinical Network to engage subjects in recruitment campaigns.
Our sites have always been brought on as rescue sites and in tough crunches where we have to meet your enrollment goals at the end of a study instead of the beginning. That's also something that we specialize in. Our network sites have been on study protocols that have only had 2 weeks to enroll and still met their goals. We've also been the only site that's enrolled on certain protocols. I think that's a testament to our ability to dig deep within databases and find that's hard to find demographics.
We also are very unique in the sense that we do have a fleet of what we call vans, our grassroots recruiters, and our team can actually go out into the community and go and find study subjects for a very unique or niche clinical study project. And we provide these transportation services for these types of particular studies. We'll actually go to private practices and we will pick up these individuals and bring them to the clinic.
Unlike other clinical research sites, we require that our staff have at least 5 years experience in clinical research. We want to make sure we have the best talent at our sites.
One of the biggest problems with enrollment is as study protocols become more complex, sites that don't specialize in research have a difficult time meeting enrollment goals. This isn't a problem with Elite Clinical Network. Our wide array of PIs guarantees that we're going to meet your enrollment goals. Our recruitment efforts begin when an award letter arrives. I mean, why waste time? We start pre-screening our databases and identifying qualified candidates while our contract is in negotiation. At the same time, IRB submissions are taking place. This activity, working in parallel, saves the sponsor time and money.
Our network is dedicated to compliance policies and procedures. That's why we have a full-time dedicated regulatory and compliance coordinator at every site. We ensure that every monitor is fully assisted at every visit. We want our monitors to leave with 0 open queries. Your studies are too important, too critical to trust them to anyone but a seasoned professional team. Highly skilled, tightly managed, Elite Clinical Network is equipped for every challenge.